I don't know. It might be an allergy. You feel weird at all?
Do you feel
I don't know, something
like loopy?
No, I think it's because there's radio management in the studio. I want to say hi to our guest, Ashley Bihun. Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys, too.
You're not like typical management. You're not here to fire me, are you?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
At least not yet.
Not yet.
I feel like you could fire me more so, even though I don't work here.
No,
I don't think so.
Ashley, no,
I don't think so.
no.
You go to school where?
I go to Lewis University in Romeoville, Illinois.
And you run the radio station there?
Yeah, I'm the programming director over there, so it's pretty cool.
My natural enemy.
Yeah, but you forged a friendship here, so it's okay.
Well, I like Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of station is it?
It is a 24-hour music station, but it's a college radio station, so we get to
Play any crap you want?
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. Straight to the point.
What's the majority of the format? Is it hits? Is it?
No, we typically focus on alternative, but like underground alternative that nobody really knows about.
You crazy kids, you hippies.
Pretty much, yeah. But the newest thing that I implemented, which is just a radio dramas, like the old time radio shows. I tried to do that once a month.
Old time radio
that's
shows.
Cool.
I remember.
Yeah, old time radio shows. Dave starred in a lot of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Ashley.
The Shadow Knows. Remember that, Dave? That was at the 30s when you were doing radio plays?
Oh, yeah, I see it. I can see it.
Thanks, Ashley.
No, I'm totally kidding.
Oh, what do you want to do? Do you know?
Just trying to figure it out as I go. I know life takes its course. You never know really where you're going to go. So I'm just kind of taking it day by day and see what fits me best.
That's super cool. Do you have news too and sports?
Yeah, we do everything there because it's just we're all learning, so we have to do what we got to do.
I love that. And how long are the shifts? I'm just curious.
3 hours.
Yeah, that's what it was back in our day.
Yep.
Do you remember the first time you were on the radio in college?
I absolutely do. I was in Champaign at WPGU. I was a DJ at a classic rock
the pig,
station.
right? The old PGU, the pig?
No, the cow.
Oh, the cow.
Right, 25 years and 25 years, moo, and still rocking.
There you go.
But I got to give away, and I thought this was so cool. I got to take calls. And, Jimmy John's and Potbelly's are big submarine shops here. Blimpie's was big in Champaign. So I got to give
Jimmy
away.
John start in Champagne?
They did.
Yeah.
Jimmy John actually went there.
Yeah.
So I got to give away a free sub, and I thought that was so cool. Because people I knew were calling trying to win a sub sandwich. First air shift ever.
The first thing I did at Ithaca College in upstate New York was a review of the first Muppets movie.
No.
Yeah. It was 1980.
Yeah.
And it was 61 AM, 106 FM cable. FM cable was the way you got this station that nobody could hear into the dorms. So you could only hear it on campus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we didn't have a lot to give away.
Uh-huh.
So we were giving away, obviously very valuable now, but we started giving away old textbooks.
Oh.
So we'd say old textbooks, and it was 106 caller, because I was always,
106.
And we didn't get any calls at all.
No.
Yeah, there was no one.
Start with caller one, maybe.
Now, is
Yeah.
it mostly students, I assume, or does the signal get outside campus?
We have one outside group of older men that are in the community, and they do a trop rock show on Saturdays.
Well, what is trop rock?
Tropical rock, like
Beach
Jimmy
Boys?
Buffett. Yeah, Beach Boys
Oh,
kind
that's
of deal.
neat.
Yeah, it's really fun. They're a fun group of dudes.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Now, do they have to answer to you?
No, not really. They don't really. They're really well behaved, so I don't really have to do much to them. They know what they're doing at this point. So
Actually,
I'm like, all right.
when you say they're older, what age group are we talking?
They're 60s.
Wow.
Yeah, they're older.
60.
So they're nearly dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're older. I wasn't trying to.
Yeah. They're not old, but they're
No,
older.
older.
Right.
How old are your parents?
My parents are. My dad just turned 60, and my mom's.
Younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, good girl. Good girl.
Call
Look
by
at
you.
her. She
You have a big
she knows
family?
showbiz.
No, there's only 4 of us in the immediate family. So
Brother, sister?
brother,
And older, younger?
older.
What's he do?
He is also a marketing major because I do marketing as well. And he also did broadcasting, but he doesn't focus on that. He focuses more on the marketing side.
Well, you're very poised. This is a big shot radio station. You seem very calm about the whole thing.
I know. I was
Hundreds
freaking
of
out before,
thousands of
and then
people
once the
listening.
mic came on, I was like, whoo.
Yeah.
You
I've done
know,
that.
it's I'm going back and forth because I could see you on the air. You have a great personality, but I can also see you in management. I love the fact that young female manager, program director. That is just that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Text here from the 708. Lewis Radio is awesome. They kill it.
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah.
That might be
Thank
one of the old guys. Probably not. He wouldn't know how to text.
It's a groovy.
Yeah. Well, listen, stick around and evaluate us, will you?
I will.
And give us a report on what you think.
I got it. I'm on it.
Awesome. Oh, like an air check.
I'm nervous with
Remember,
management in the room.
she can do an air check on us.
I don't see that happening.
This is 720 WGN Chicago.
It is 8:55. I want to say hi again to our new friend, Ashley Bihun, and not just because we may need her when she's a broadcast executive.
She might be our boss someday.
Because she's doing a fine job at Lewis University as a program director / manager of what radio station?
WLRA.
WLRA. Yes, the only radio station I haven't been fired from. But Ashley, since you're here, I thought this is a great opportunity. Well, first, you don't want to say hi to family, friends, boyfriend, anybody?
Hi, family, friends. No boyfriend.
Really?
So all the men out there, hello. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Ashley, work in the room.
The power of the microphone.
Look at you.
Yeah, right.
But you have an opportunity here. We have sports, news, traffic represented, producing, or as we like to call her, the boss, and whatever I do. So do you have any questions about the business?
Out of this, everyone in this group, who is the earliest and who is usually the latest?
Oh, I can answer for the latest.
Yes.
We all
The
get
latest
quiet
would
on
be
that
me.
one.
I don't know who the earliest is because I'm the latest.
I would say it's either Mary and Joe. They're here very
Or
early.
no, I think Dave Ennett and Mary Vandeveld.
Yeah, we're in around 4:30 on the air at 5. But Joe's in before
Joe's
I
about
get in.
3:30.
Yeah, Joe's
right?
probably the
Joe's
one.
the
I think
What
Joe
time do you
just
get in,
sleeps
Joe?
there.
I haven't left.
Believe it.
All right, what else?
What was, when you guys were first getting started, what was the scariest thing that ever happened to you in the business? Like, did you say something bad on the air? What, did you meet somebody wrong and you were like, ooh, like,
What do you got?
I
Anybody?
said something wrong.
I have something that I learned really well. It was in college, and I was an intern at a radio station in Champaign, and they let us go to city council. I mean, it doesn't sound fun, but we went to city council meetings and county board meetings to kind of learn how these meetings are covered. So I went to one, and they argued for 4 hours about whether or not to reopen this bridge in town. And so they voted to reopen the bridge. 4 hours later, I left the meeting, went back, wrote up the stories. My boss, the news director, called the next day and said, yeah, you left the meeting, didn't you? I said, yeah, but they argued for 4 hours about whether or not to close this bridge and reopen it. They reopened it. He said, yeah, the mayor resigned at the end of the meeting.
Wow.
So I learned never. I mean, I was a teenager. I was an intern,
Yeah.
but I thought I
Right,
learned
but you missed the story. You missed the
never-
story and you reported the wrong story.
No, I reported the right story. I just didn't.
You didn't have the big story.
I didn't have the big story exactly. So I learned very early on: don't leave a meeting.
Sandberg, you got something in this area?
One time I gave Steve Dahl a sandwich that had mayonnaise on it.
And he lost his mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat mayonnaise. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even though I had ordered it without mayonnaise, I did not double check that there was no mayonnaise
No,
on it.
I never asked Sandberg to get me food.
No,
if
no. What
that's
was your
question.
story?
I was his assistant, so I mean, it was the role of the assistant.
Okay, right.
And don't defend it.
Yeah.
I dropped the F-bomb on the air inadvertently twice. In my second job, there was a punk record out. This is in 1982. And it was It's All Right to Blank All Night. And the salesperson who thought it was hilarious came in. This is when we played actual records, vinyl. Came in and we were laughing it up. Oh, what a funny title. And the entire time, I probably said the title 5 times. He probably said the title 5 times, and the microphone was on. And I realized it after. I could still remember the song. The song was by a one-hit wonder group called Sneaker, and the song was called More Than Just the Two of Us. You never heard of either, but it stuck in my mind because of this. And the owner of the radio station in Elmira, New York, WENY, the owner of the radio station went to a small church, and his pastor at the church had just gotten a shower radio. And the shower radio was big technology back then. You could listen to the radio in the shower. And while he was listening to me, and I dropped the F-bomb twice, he cut his neck shaving. I could have killed his pastor. And yet that wasn't the first time I was fired.
Oh God.
They gave me a break. How about that? Right, you got one more? 1981, is that what you said? Sneaker, More Than Just the Two of
1981,
Us?
yeah.
It was right, 82.
Let's
when I
play
played.
some of it right now.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Have you guys always been on talk radio, or were you at one point on FM radio?
I was a disc jockey. Yeah, I was a disc jockey.
Started out as a DJ and moved to news.
Dave?
I worked in all news radio.
At that dump BBM? Is that where you were?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
It's a joke, Jimmy. Vanderbilt?
Yeah, I worked at, I was news director at a couple different stations in Iowa, a rock station.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and in northern Wisconsin at an alternative station.
Did not know that. I thought you'd been here forever.
Oh, gosh, no.
Alternative to what?
Well, no, it wasn't alternative. What was like soft called back then? What did we call it?
Soft rock.
Soft rock, sure.
Yeah, I guess.
AOR.
They played such old stuff. I mean,
Remember
it was just
AOR?
Oh, easy listening?
Easy listening. Yeah, it was kind of, well, it wasn't as easy listening. What soft
Alma
rock
Morning
I'd go more with.
Steve, what about you?
Yeah, my first job, I was a disc jockey on Sunday nights at WFRX in West Frankfort. We
Not Frankfurt,
Rocking out.
West Frankfurt.
you have to go.
Way
We played
downstate.
the Carpenters and Air Supply and that kind of stuff.
Did you have a cool DJ name, Steve?
No, it was Steve Grzianich.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, he should have been like Super G.
Right.
Mixmaster G.
Or the Grizzly Bear.
Right.
Yeah. Samber?
Well, I was with Talk Radio first, and then I had a stint for 3 years at B96.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, working for Dahl was your first job, right?
Yeah. Well, I technically worked for Kevin Matthews first, but then he was taken off the air, and then we flipped to a music station where I heard a lot of Linkin Park. Like that kind of, whatever
Rock.
that alternative music. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that. Plus, they made us wear purple T-shirts, and I don't like wearing purple T-shirts.
I was, of course you don't. I was a disc jockey, and probably until, technically until 1999, but probably more realistically until about 1990, 91. But you have
That's a difference between 20 or 30 years
9
ago.
years.
the reason I say that because starting in 1991, I started getting more regularly fired because I stopped playing the music I was supposed to play, and I talked more.
Right.
So that's why the gap. But you know what you want to do? Do you have any idea? Thinking long term?
I definitely want to be on the radio side, more so behind the scenes and content creation is where I would like to go. But I know it's whatever you get, you got to roll with it and then see where you go from there. So,
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on.
yeah, thank you so much for having me
And
on.
if we can help you in any other way, let us know.
All right, I will. Thank
All right.
you.
Stick around. By the way, wave to any of these cameras, Ashley. You're on TV right now at CLTV. Is your mom or dad listening?
Yeah, my mom's definitely on. My dad's working right now, so I don't think he's
That's
tuning
probably
in. But
probably good because
yeah.
if your dad had heard you say "hello, men,"
oh yeah,
that
he
probably
would have
been a rough
He would have
morning for him.
flipped. My mom is probably like, "Woo, yeah, get it." Yeah.
If your mom said "woo, yeah, get it," we want to meet your mom.
Oh yeah, she's a hoot.
Joe, what do I need? A break here? Or we yep, quick break. We're back with the news on CLTV and 720 WGN.
This is 720 WGN Chicago.
You guys are next. Before we get to that, thanks MyPillow, guaranteed to be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own. MyPillow.com, and thanks to young Ashley Bihun, who was guesting on the program today. She was way too confident, didn't you think?
She was great.
Very comfortable on the air,
She
I
was
might
really
add.
comfortable on the air. I
Yeah,
have a
probably
feeling-
going to be our boss someday.
Well, I have a feeling she's going to stab somebody in the back and take a show here if we're not careful.
I'm not
Then
turning
she'll
it
fit
around.
right in.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the big time.
Why is she standing behind you?
I'm facing her. I am not turning my back.
I do have mixed emotions about being stabbed in the back because I could use a nap. Wendy and Judy next. See you tomorrow.